This is a quick review. I had the opportunity of watching a series online on YouTube produced by our very own, Nigerian ministers of God, Pst Mildred Okonkwwo and her husband, Pst Kingsley Okongwo. And I'm sure as I've mentioned their name, you already know the title of the series, Just Us Girls. I am happy that I was able to watch it, and from the first episode there was just something about it that got me interested. The storyline already built on 4 beautiful girls, or ladies if I may say, or ladies and a girl, because one of the characters is still a secondary school, freshie into the university kind of. The other ones are, in the Yoruba language, I'll say, they've grown. So I'm talking about JEDI, Ame, and Kingsley. JEDI being an entrepreneur, you understand, a businesswoman who happens to have her own store in fashion, style, and beauty. Sorry, not fashion, but just beauty, basically, cosmetic beauty and all that. I'm a town girl. She represented a character. JEDI is a character of a girl from Warri, Delta State. And I must say that she had a brilliant, I'm talking of the real person, had a brilliant performance playing that character. I wouldn't go into the personal names, just bear with me, let me do the character names. Now, if I look at the character of JEDI, she happens to be someone who I come across as well. She's been through a lot. She's grown from the streets, and she has pushed herself to the point where she could, at that point she has made it. One is coming in small as an entrepreneur. And the pressure coming in from family in 2 ways, which is money to take care of the family. She's like the financial, breadwinner, and responsibility for other members of the family. And then the pressure again, number 2, of look, you're a grown man, marry. That's a reality on its own. There are people and there are ladies like that in the world today, number 1. Then when I look at Ame happens to be just an innocent soul who loves God, who loves the work of God, who is an independent young girl that, she being a part of the whole crew living in the same house, she's a positive influence to them. Unfortunately, she carried that spirituality to another level. And I'm going to address that. And then we'll go into Kingsley, who comes from a well-to-do family, elite of the society, but has a good heart. She's able to open up that house of hers to other friends to join her, which are JEDI and Ame. And later on, her niece, or cousin, her cousin Ife came to join them. So her family represents, the kind of family that is elite. You don't roll with the streets, you don't roll with the so-called lower level people. And these are the realities that we face in the world today. Now, let me break it down one after the other. JEDI is someone that, yes, she's a hustler. She's determined. She's the character, actually. She's someone that she deserves to be loved, because the pressure is so much that she's doing so much for people, but hardly do people really do for her, which has really created, and several situations that have happened negatively has helped her create like a garrison, a barrier around that. So she's over careful. And if you notice one of the scenes in the whole series, in one of the episodes, she had to react when she saw her man with another woman, not knowing that was his cousin. Her reaction and everything spoiled everything. Let me know if I go down there, I need to cause another problem. Let's just leave it that way. But she happens to be someone that she innocently wants love, but because of what she has been through and the makeup of everything, she hustled, family pressure, she made it, family pressure is on her, both for money and for marriage, So it's too much. That's why you'll see such a thing. But I love her character because she was a real person. She'll say it the way it is. She was just a real person. Now, Ame. My only issue with Ame is that spirituality is just too much, and that's why I thank Pst Mildred and Pst Kingsley Okongwo for putting up a show like this online. Reason being that a lot of people just live in an atmosphere where they are not real with themselves under the umbrella of their being spiritual. You see, Jesus said, "I have come that you may have life and have it more abundantly." It encapsulates a lot. They're not saying you shouldn't be able to just be yourself, have some things going for you. You have a beautiful place, you have a beautiful car. There are conversations you can have in business and social gatherings and all that. But when you are too rigid in that spiritual state, it creates a wrong personality around you, which is why I would ask that any lady who is finding that character description it's good as you love Jesus. Now try to know him more. He will be the one to guide you. He said, in him I live, in him I move, in him I have my being. Which means the function of your humanity, the function of your being is in Christ Jesus. You should be able to function well in the society. Because even when Jesus was alive, he wasn't hating on different people. No, he wasn't trying to do, no. He related with the people. That's why he said, the Bible records that he went about doing good, healing those who are oppressed and so on. And that's why I love like the description of the Passion of the Christ and the current one, the series Chosen, just to see Jesus as a human being in a different light. You understand? So he was able to relate to people. He even addressed the disciples as friends, not sons in the Lord, friends. Once again, not sons in the Lord, friends. So think about who Jesus is and help yourself in that character. So in that place of Amen, why I'm saying all these things, I took time. Look at the end. When the guy broke her heart, did the real person come out? Why was she hiding it before? Whereas God just expects you to be as real as everything and help you through the process of being a better person. That's why Jesus is there for you. That's why he loves you more than anything. The Holy Spirit is there for you to teach you and help you. So that kind of character you're doing as if holier than thou, nobody can do this. No, it's not Christian. Can't wear this. Come on, you're killing yourself. You are killing yourself. Dressing, fashion has changed as an evolution over the years. It doesn't mean you expose yourself nakedly. Do you understand? So that character, Amen, well, my joy was that it became my favorite scene. When her true self came out, she slapped the guy, she abused the hell out of him. If she was that spiritual, why would she do that? Reality came into the picture. And then for Kingsley, Dr. Kingsley, in as much as you have a good heart, in as much as she had, how will I put it, she didn't mean any harm, but she complicated things for herself. In as much as she was also trying to make sure her mom is happy, it's not that she cannot speak, but she was trying to be an obedient child. She was doing so much in quote to make sure the relationship between her mom and herself is not constrained, is not affected, and at the end is not going against how she needs to grow up from a good home or however it may be. Now, if your mom is trying to select and do all that, it might be out of the experiences that the mother had been through. Because right now, in that whole series, we never saw a father figure. Whether he died, whether he left the house, whatever the case may be. But I suspect that woman frustrated that man. Yeah, with all that kind of character, she frustrated that man. Okay, moving on. Dr. Kingsley, in as much as you were doing all this, you were harming a man who truly loved you. This is a man that wasn't earning as much as you do, but he believed in what he was doing. And it was just time for that dream to become a reality, to be the most sought after baker in that metropolis and possibly in the world, because we live in a social media age and all these things, if he can put it online, definitely the market increases and there's demand. He might be traveling to Europe to go and bake a cake for a wedding, might be traveling to the Arabian area or the UAE area just to go bake cakes or pastries for another celebration, a coronation of a king, a wedding, a birthday party. He can be worldwide, but it had to start from somewhere. Now you are breaking the heart of this man who truly loves you. You walked away from the proposal without informing him of the reason why. Later you did, fine. Then again, you couldn't even speak for him when you're in front of your mom, all because you're trying to please your mom, but affecting the other guy. And then finally, that ended the second season episode. You told him that you're going to relax at home, yet you were found at a party that he got the contract to cater for, and he got the contract to another lady who innocently loved him, who innocently believed in him. Look, girl, if the next season comes and it goes for that girl, count me in. I will support that character in doing that. Why? You have caused more damage than ever. Stand for yourself, believe in yourself, and if you truly love him, come on. If you say he should wait, excuse me, there's a certain level at which one can wait for. There is no denial of the fact that he loves you, but there was a problem with the strength and the capacity to hold on. It takes a lot for a man. So, hey, Amen, Kingsley, GT, Ife, face your studies. You're still a freshie. You are still a freshie. Face your study. To all of you in the characters, I wish you all the best. It was a successful, wonderful, series. Congratulations to Pastor Mildred and Pastor Okokwo one more time for bringing the reality of a story of people's lives in 4 different expressions as ladies. And I love the title that says Just Us Girls. I'm looking forward to the next seasons and seeing how the story unveils. Hopefully, I may be scripted into one of the roles. I don't know yet. But let's see how it goes. My name is JEDI, and that's my review on Just Us Girls.